On the evening of June 19, 2020, a taxi raced through the streets of Vienna toward the airport. But because the driver didn't know the route, the 35-minute ride stretched to nearly an hour, and inside that car sat a man for whom every minute counted. When they finally arrived at 7:45 p.m., a sleek private jet had already been waiting for hours, its crew growing restless, until the passenger, dressed in a black leather jacket and tight jeans, stepped out, handed over 7,920 euros in cash, and boarded, disappearing into the night sky at precisely 8 p.m. That man was Jan Marsalek, a financier, con artist, and alleged spy whose life blurred the lines between high finance, espionage, and crime. And at the center of his legend was the rise and spectacular fall of Wirecard, a company once hailed as Germany's crown jewel of technology and finance. Founded in 1999 as a payment processor that first dealt with shady businesses before moving into legitimate markets, Wirecard grew into a global giant, surpassing Deutsche Bank in valuation by 2018 and presenting itself as the future of digital payments. But beneath the polished exterior was rot. A Financial Times reporter uncovered that Wirecard had fabricated nearly 1.9 billion euros that simply didn't exist. And by June 2020, after Germany's finance department confirmed the money was missing, Wirecard collapsed overnight. Its CEO Markus Braun arrested on charges of fraud and manipulation. But the man investigators most wanted was Marsalek, the Wirecard executive who orchestrated much of the deception and who vanished just as the company imploded. Official records claimed he flew to the Philippines, but surveillance cameras showed nothing, flights didn't match, and forged immigration documents pointed to an elaborate cover-up, while evidence later revealed he had actually met with a former Austrian intelligence agent and a far-right politician in Munich the night before, handed them his passport, and arranged for a discreet flight to Minsk, Belarus, where he slipped through border control using his real name and vanished into a waiting black Mercedes, leaving investigators scrambling. When authorities raided his Munich mansion, they discovered a fortress-like villa with advanced surveillance systems, priceless artwork, a statue of Vladimir Putin, and even a Special Forces combat uniform he had allegedly worn during mercenary adventures in Syria, where he reportedly sought the thrill of war itself. And the deeper investigators dug, the stranger the picture became. Marsalek had ties to intelligence services across the world, allegedly communicating with CIA officials, cultivating Russian operatives, and using dozens of fake identities to travel across Europe, Dubai, and Singapore, at one point even posing as a priest in Minsk. And later reports surfaced of him in Moscow, bald and bearded, living in a luxury estate near Putin's inner circle, dining at exclusive restaurants and protected by powerful allies. According to leaked intelligence, Marsalek had been spying for Russia since at least 2014, receiving protection in exchange for secrets, which explained how Europe's most wanted man could continue living lavishly while investigators searched in vain. Officially, he faces over 14 years in prison if ever convicted in Germany. But catching him has proven impossible, and the only sign he was still alive came in July 2023, when an 8-page letter reached German authorities, in which he denied all responsibility and blamed another Wirecard executive, though courts dismissed it as worthless evidence, its only value proving that Marsalek was still out there, watching. And so, the mystery remains. Did he truly escape into Moscow's shadows, or has he slipped into yet another identity in some other corner of the world, reinventing himself yet again, waiting for the right moment to re-emerge? What is certain is that Jan Marsalek is not just a white-collar fugitive, but a master chameleon, a man who turned one of Europe's greatest financial scandals into the stage for a real-life spy thriller. And until the day he is caught, or chooses to reveal himself, the legend of his escape will remain one of the most captivating mysteries of money, power, and espionage in our time.